Humans. Welcome to AuDHD Bites. Let's get our teeth sunk in, shall we? You've built a brilliant holiday plan. Thoughtful gifts, awesome decorations, maybe even some quiet festive moments for yourself. And yet, it's days before, and nothing's started. And you're staring at wrapping paper like it's a quantum physics problem. Yeah, it's like you really want to get into it, but you're just frozen. If the holidays make you feel this way, i.e. excited and frozen at the same time, it's not that you're lazy, and it's not that you're ungrateful, it's that you've got an executive dysfunction issue. So let's talk about why this season hit so hard for ADHD brains, and how to shift from, I should do everything, to here's what actually matters to me. Here's the thing. The festive season is full of moving parts. Your routines are disrupted, social obligations spike, sensory input goes through the roof, and there's pressure to be productive and joyful and perfectly thoughtful. I mean, that kind of pressure is tough on anyone. But when you've got ADHD, you've got ADHD that says, yes, novelty, followed by, wait, where did that time go? And you've got autism saying, please, let's make this predictable and manageable. Well, everything's getting louder and messier and more chaotic. The result? Executive dysfunction flares up massively. Not because we don't care, but because our brain is trying to do everything at once. And in doing so, it just freezes. That sensation on its own would be bad enough. But even worse than that is that we start to beat ourselves up about it. Oosh. And if there's one thing that I preach on this channel over and over again, is that when it comes to beating ourselves up, we need to reframe things. So, first, let's acknowledge you're not failing at the holidays. You're trying to meet 27 invisible expectations with a brain that wasn't designed for that kind of pressure. And that brain, it's not broken. It's doing what it does best. Spotting complexity, noticing details, caring deeply. But the difference between, say, a neurodivergent and a neurotypical is the neurodivergent brain is doing these things at the same time as getting completely overwhelmed by the actual follow-through. But here's the good news. You don't need to fix your brain to have a good holiday. You just need to build a holiday that fits your brain. And in doing that, you have to remind yourself that it doesn't have to look like everyone else's holiday. You don't need to do all the things, just the things that feel right for you. So, strategy time! Here's how to honor your energy and still make it feel festive. 1. Shrink the plan on purpose. Take your master to-do list and cut it in half. Then cut it in half again. Now ask, which one or two things will make this season feel meaningful to me? Once you've decided that, that's your core plan. 2. Pick gifts that you can actually give. Set the bar at thoughtful, not perfect. I know you fell off my chair. Set the bar at thoughtful, not perfect. Digital gifts, handmade notes, a voice message, all of these things count. Sometimes the best gift is the one that says, I saw this and thought of you. 3. Major important one, this one. Build in recovery time like it's a task. If you've got a holiday social, schedule a soft landing the day after. Give yourself permission to skip, pause, or leave early. Your joy matters just as much as anyone else's. 4. Make your own traditions. Light a candle, watch the same movie every year, eat cake for breakfast. Small, personal rituals equal comfort and dopamine. If festive executive dysfunction has you spinning, I hope this helps you pause, breathe, and remember. You're not doing it wrong. You're just doing it differently. And there's nothing wrong with that. Personally, I love this time of year, but oftentimes it feels like pressure overload. But it can also be a chance to reconnect with what really matters to you. You're not obligated to go along with what everybody else does. You deserve rest, joy, and a holiday that honours your needs. This is part of the seasonal specials here on AuDHD Bites. Short, scrappy support for neurodivergent brains, especially during the trickier times of year. There's a whole library of episodes on this channel for Goth brain guidance and support, and most importantly, tools for ADHD, autism, and AuDHD. I am by no means an expert. I am just a person that has struggled with AuDHD all of his life, and over the past few years I've been learning these strategies and testing them out myself. My advice for you if you're checking out my channel is take what works and leave what doesn't. Trial and error. Not everything on the lists I provide will be good for everybody. Some of them might be brilliant for you, and some of them might not be so good. But what I'm also really interested in is, what do you do? What strategies do you use at this time of year? So I'm off to create some new traditions for myself. However you celebrate at this time of year, I truly hope you have an awesome one. Has anybody noticed in this episode how this hat is just creeping further and further up my head? Until next time, bye humans!